Good morning, good morning, good morning, you all. It is me, Crazy Paviel. How you all doing? So, anyways, another episode of just Crazy Me. And if you guys want to know what's in the background, that is our artwork. That is our art wall. Anywho's, nothing all that in a bag of chips. We just, we like to do creative things. Anyways, so what I thought is that I might as well convert what I did the other day, which I didn't put it on camera. I did this yesterday or day before yesterday. Anyways, day before yesterday night, made a vegetable casserole, vegetable biscuit casserole, aka it looked like it could be like homemade vegetable pot pie, something to that extent. But anyways, the point is that it was delicious. It was good. And Angela's vegetarian, so when I was able to do that, it was like, yes, bingo. And they all loved it. Whole family loved it, including me, and we tore it up. Like, we tore it up. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and try to record this today because I don't like editing no videos. But I decided that I will go ahead and load it up in my episodes like I usually do. For right now, that's my new style. Just record a video and load it up. No editing involved. So, um, I always tell y'all all the time, discretion, discretion. I'm not a baker, but I'm starting to consider myself a baker as I continue on with my lovely legacy of learning how to bake the softest and yummiest things. So anyway, so y'all on the journey with me, okay? So I am going to make, instead, call it Lord Walton's pie, a British Lord Walton's pie. So, anyways, I know you guys have probably heard of Lord Walton's pie, and it was always an economical pie back in the days, especially around my times too, the 40s, 1940s. I love the 1940s, y'all. So yeah, during that time, it was an economical, very economical war dish. To get through hard times. Some folks didn't have meat or wasn't able to afford meat. Like right now, meat shortages are crazy and meat prices are wild, as you know it. So some people just don't have money to afford certain things. So you can go with a meatless dish. And this one I actually did. I'm just giving y'all a little intro to what's finna go down. Because when I do record some things for you guys, the camera will probably be facing the other way. So we'll see how I decide to do that. But anyways, I used a can of peas. 1 can of peas. Just in case somebody's listening to this and they're like, wait a minute. 1 can of peas. Sweet peas. 1 can of peas. And some cut potatoes. I diced the potatoes up very small. The only difference this time is that the potatoes, I look like a mess. I just woke up. Anyways, not just woke up, but I am really doing that with myself, is what I'm saying. Gotta work in the evening. Anywho's, diced up the potatoes, and I boil the potatoes. In other words, I'm telling you guys in this episode what I'm gonna do with this thing. So I'm making a pie crust that I have out of my odds and ends cookery book. Odd and ends cookery book, and there is a basic. I know this seems weird, y'all. It's not really weird. I'm just keeping it real. I got the phone in my hand and I'm recording. I'm trying to hold it all together at the same time. Anyways, I don't think it's gonna pop up that quick, but anywho's, there is a crust recipe that I did yesterday with the sweet potato pie that I loaded up. If y'all caught the other episode, okay, check it out if you didn't. I'm not going to edit this video, so I doubted if I'll be able to point somewhere in the corner and be like, it's going to be right here. No, I ain't going to edit it, so I ain't got no time. So just go ahead and check it out. But that pie crust was really, really good with the sweet potato pie that I made yesterday. So I figured I might as well throw that pie crust, make 2 pie crusts, and make a Lord Walton's pie. Y'all follow me, or Lord Wolt. A Lord Walton's pie is a vegetable pie, aka vegetable pie. So I'm just gonna do that. Okay. So then that way I ain't gotta worry about forming the biscuit. Really biscuit pastry crust comes out to be the same thing. And then what I did was I took some brown gravy packet that I had, and I made gravy, and half of the gravy, I poured over the potatoes. So boil the potatoes. I know my videos are all like all over the place. Okay. Boil the potatoes. Okay. Um, Strain your potatoes. Dice them up. Boil them. Strain them. Then what I did was, I'm just trying to remember what I did. I added the onions in last. Usually I don't do that. I usually cook up the onions or whatever. This time I just added in last because I figured the gravy and stuff being in the oven, in the casserole dish or whatever, cook it up. So, which it essentially did. So dice dice your potatoes, boil them, drain them, mix some onions into it. Just dice up some onions, some plain white onions, whatever you got on hand. Put it in to your pot or whatever you boiled your potatoes in. Leave them in there. Then what I did was I added the peas, a can of peas. I didn't preheat them up. I just added it to it. While this whole time, while the crust that I made was in the oven cooking for 10 minutes. So I was finishing up the other stuff. Y'all follow me? Then I put some salt and pepper into it. Salt and pepper into it. I didn't do much. Usually I'd be like, oh, I'm gonna put this, I'm gonna put that. And all my life, I'm Jamaican, so I've always cooked with a lot of seasonings. And before, like, y'all, for real, all my life, I'm 36 now. All my life, I thought I knew how to cook like the bomb, but I do cook really good. I'm not a really good baker. I'm learning how to be, but I've always cooked. You throw me any little piece of meat, whatever, I'll hook it up. I'll like cook anything. But when I started reading these recipe books, even from back in the days, I got recipe books from 1918. From back in the days, okay, I was like, oh my God, I didn't know all these things were like common. This combination is like, yo, I'm liking this. So I didn't know a lot about cooking as much as I thought I did. So anyways, that's why life is a learning process, and you keep learning. And as long as you're honest with yourself that you're learning and you're not making it seem like you know everything, because we don't. None of us are holier than thou, right? So we have to live and we learn as we live, right? Anyways, back to the whole thing. So I put the peas inside, put the salt and pepper. And what I did was I remember putting 2 tablespoons, I think, of butter or margarine, right? I put it in there. Went ahead and mixed that sucker up. Took out the pie crust out the oven, right? Not the pie crust. What am I saying? Oh my God, scratch that. I was thinking of the sweet potato pie. Okay, forget the whole pie crust thing. I was thinking yesterday that I put the pie crust in the oven, okay, for the thing that I made the day for yesterday night. Anyways, I've been baking too much. I'm crazy, y'all. Okay, so the whole time there was no pie crust in the oven, but yes, I did put the potatoes together, the peas, the onions, and the butter and the salt and pepper. Mix that sucker up because that's going to be the dish, right? So I went ahead and put that into the casserole dish that I put a little bit of oil in, right? Just a little tiny bit to coat the bottom. Then I put that stuff on top. And then on the side, I had the biscuits. So I made a biscuit recipe. And I separated the biscuits ready to put on top of the mixture. So that's what I did. Put the biscuits on top of the casserole thing and stuck it inside the oven for like, I think like 20, 30 minutes around there. Obviously, I'm not good with recipes and I'm not organized with this video. I was just randomly decided to record this video. So anyways, so that's what I did. I put it in for like 20, 30 minutes. Took that sucker out, let it cool off, not even for that much. And everybody loved it because I was like asking all the kids, and I asked my husband like, yo, y'all like this? Like, it was cool or what's up? He was like, yeah, it's good. Yeah. So I was like, all right, cool. So we tore it up. We loved it. And so I am making something very, 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 very similar, almost 85% similar. The only difference is that I'm going to make 2 pie crusts. 2 pie crusts. And I'm just going to make it into a deep dish. Lord Walton's pie. And I think it's going to be bomb. So on this episode coming up, sorry I made this 10 minutes, y'all. But on this episode coming up, I will give you all some snippets. Maybe the second one I will edit. Maybe. Being that I gave you the instructions in this one, I might edit the next one. I don't know. It depends on my space on my phone. So the next video, I will have you guys see how I did this. And I hope you all love it. And I know I'm crazy. And thank you guys for dealing with me. And give me a thumbs up to this video. And subscribe to my channel if you want to continue to see future episodes of me, my crazy self, doing crazy different things. And if you watch my previous videos all the way from last year, you'll see how much adventures and roller coasters we went through in just 1 year, one single year. That's how beautiful life is. You could do so much in just 1 year. So anyways, love you all very much. Peace out and see you guys on the next episode. Make sure you tune in. You don't want to miss how we come about that Lord Woolton's pie.